It's been like a second, and I'm back.
Hi.
Yeah, nothing really changes around here. It's basically a bunch. I'm not gonna check my screenshots to make sure I have. There's some screenshots I took from other episodes that I haven't used for this one. Yeah, like the beach and things like that, which are also screenshots in this one. So basically, I'm just gonna reuse, or not, I shouldn't say reuse, but I'm going to use some screenshots I didn't get to use for other ones because people like thumbnails. That's just the way the news goes. And actually wake up early the next day. I guess I'm finally starting to get used to these early days and early nights. Zach is already awake, and he nods a morning greeting. After getting ready, we head downstairs where the girls wait for us. We grab a quick breakfast and head out into the city. I get to meet Leanna's parents. I take one last at the ocean. Goodbye, gentle ocean breeze. Leanna leads the way towards her hometown. I can't help but wonder what her family's like. Are they anything like Leanna? Will they like me? Around midday, we take a break from traveling. At least everyone else gets to have a break. Leanna pulls me aside for a training session. No rest for the wicked. She leads me out to the field, and we begin the normal regimen. We'll use this field. I haven't actually used this field for a thumbnail, so we'll probably use it. Unless we get a good screenshot. She leads me out to the field, and we begin our normal regimen. I kind of want the thumbnails to have, like, memories to them. The game. Our blades crash against each other, the wind augmenting our speed with abilities. Fighting with her feels like a blur, a dance. It's easier to keep up with her. But Leanna still proves to be a challenging opponent.
Wow, you guys are fast.
I turn to see Kara and the others sitting on the sidelines watching.
Hey!
I roll back and Leanna swings. I yelp, barely blocking a blow in time. Leanna grins.
Eyes on the battle.
Right. Still on the side of Amelia watching there sparks an idea in my head. Amy and I have been practicing fire magic, and Leanna doesn't know that I can use that to my advantage. She begins to swing her blade again, like usual. I draw the magic with me, feeling gathering in my palm. She moves to strike, I let loose a fireball and start flying straight towards her. Her reflexes kick in, and she cuts the ball in half. Blowing fire out, the flames harmlessly lick the air as it snuffs into existence. She freezes, shocked.
Fire magic? How is that possible?
Zach, Kara, and Pangos are equally surprised.
Am I still sleeping, or did he just cast something that wasn't wind magic?
That's crazy. When did you learn to do that?
My grin broadens. It's all thanks to Amy. And Amelia nods.
That is correct. We have been meeting late in the night to practice on each other.
To practice on each other is not the term you want to use. Leanna's eyes widen. She whirls my face, and Amy's face completely red. She whirls to face Amy completely red.
Wait, what?
Amy
He
nods.
has told me he has left each night feeling quite satisfied.
Amelia, you're not doing me a fucking justice here!
What?
Whoa, wait a minute. Amelia rans and stoic as ever. She seems confused by Leanna's
I do
reaction.
not understand your surprise. In truth, we have shared many sessions together. What?
When girls around her form surrounding me. She means training sessions. My voice squeaks like I've just been struck puberty all over again. I show her my hand and fingers still sizzling and smoking flames. We've been training for magic. Leanna calms down as the wind dissipates around her.
Right.
Zach raises an eyebrow.
You have an odd way of wording things, Amy.
Amelia doesn't hear Zach comment. Instead, she tips her chin in thought.
I am quite pleased to see you cast another element so naturally. It seems our training together has been of use after all.
When can I use, like, well, you get to learn, like, Earth and all the other shit. Yeah, it's getting easier every time I
The
cast.
fact that you have mastered another element so quickly is very impressive. Truly, your growth has been established at an accelerated rate.
Ah, shucks. Watch out! A new magecaster's in town. Let's not make a big deal of this. I'm gonna just take the humble Rundle route and not be stroking my own ego.
The last time you bragged about your skills.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that. I sure got for compliment. You thought it was cool, though. Just waiting to see I cast all the elements. Once I figured the connection between the motions and casting, I've been secretly practicing summoning other elements, but channeling what I felt by elemental transformative power. I've been able to cast both water and earth magic too. Near brilliance and surprise.
What? Really? I see. I suppose it would be natural for you to discover the casting methods for the remaining elements too.
Zach smirks.
Sounds like a demonstration's in order.
Oh, Zach wants a demonstration. Ah, right now? He nods.
Unless you can't actually summon all the elements.
I scoff and take a step back, readying myself. Almost instinctively, I first channel wind magic. I've been doing it for so long now it feels like second nature. Next, I materialize a ball of fire next into the ball of wind, and fire eagerly laps the wind. Focusing my concentration, I recoil the tranquility of Earth Temple and create a shield of Earth. Cool liquids form into my fingertips as I summon water. And for the elements in hand, I mold them into their own balls of energy and let them loose to the sky. I wonder what happens if I combine them. Summon a fireball and add wind magic to it. The fire eagerly eats the added oxygen, swelling twice the size in an instant. Whoa. I drop concentration as I try not to burn myself. Maybe I should try something else. I bring up an earthen shield and try ice over it with water magic, summoning wind magic. I funnel energy into a small whirlwind and slowly add fire to it. Then I launch a frozen shield. The ice fizzles beneath and the fire's heat and blasts to bits. My friends duck to avoid the shrapnel. Sorry. My breathing starts to become laborious and sweat beads my temple. I wonder what happened if I try to combine all the elements at once. I try to mush all the elements into a ball of energy, but my knees give up. Ugh. The magic winks out the size of grass. My chest struggles for breathing. I gulp in air. It's short gust. My muscles burn as if I just finished a weight training session instead of a magic training session. He rushes over to me, her brows furrowed and concerned.
Are you okay?
She frankly checks me, making sure I haven't suffered any external injuries. My felt I give her a calming smile, but she doesn't seem convinced. Yeah. Carl looks nervous.
Maybe you don't try that again for a while.
Mia tilts her head.
A curious reaction, but one which is unsurprising.
I remember the warning she gave me about using up a high amount of energy at once. I used too much energy, didn't I? She nods. If this keeps up, I'm never going to be able to open a rift to go back home. How do we move past this?
Casting magic is just like building any other muscle or skill. The more you practice, the stronger your ability to cast multiple elements will become.
I guess I'm going to need a lot more training, huh?
Indeed.
Our eyes lock. A spark lights behind Amy's eyes. I feel a smile slowly rise on my lips. I feel like there's a deep understanding between us that wasn't there before. Amy's face is still seized with worry.
Right. Just stay here for a while, okay? You need your rest. We can take care of cleaning up the camp.
Zack and Car nod.
Yeah.
Is no one to
Don't
say it
worry
was
about
cool
it.
that I just did all the
care of it.
elements, something that no one has ever fucking seen before? Is no one gonna rub my ego even a little? Damn it!
Boy,
Pongo bounces into my arms and he snuggles to me, trying to comfort me.
boy.
I smile and pat him on the head. I'm starting to feel better already. The others leave me to rest, and I hear a small sound. What was that? Something shifts from the corner of my eye. I'd like to lift my head. A pink Pongo hops out the edge of the forest. She pauses, looking around. Ah, another Pongo. I wonder if she's lost. My Pongo perks up in my lap.
Boy,
Pink Pongo blinks. She tilts her head.
boy, boy.
My Pongo's cheek dusts pink against his blue. That's a thumbnail! It's a happy Pongo! His eyes shimmer with wonder. It's this love at first sight? My Pongo blinks and he shakes his head, stopping out of his trance. He bounces up to her. She smiles shyly.
Boy.
Oh, this is adorable. I don't even know what they're saying. It could be some real dirty shit. My blue Pongo sure is happy as he splits into a wide grin. This is fucking adorable. That's a thumbnail if I ever saw one. Excuse me? Which quickly transformed into a lewd grin. Uh-oh, I'm not using that as a thumbnail.
Boy.
Oh no. The pink Pongo scrunched up her face in disgust.
Boy.
Or should I use the wait, where are you going, Pongo? I'm taking a screenshot of that one as well. That's a Steam screenshot. I don't want that. Go away, Steam screenshot. Oh. There we go. In a flash, she scampers away. Although my Pongo tries to stop her, he's too late and she disappears from view. Oh no! He's so sad! No! He walks, then slumps. Oh no, it's sad because they like have things for all the time. He shrinks about 2 inches, absolutely crestfallen. Cheer him up. Hey there, little guy, you alright? His body's heavier than usual. He deflates and flops face to the ground like a glow of ice cream. His voice is muffled against the grass. Oh no, I've never seen him like this. I pat him on the head. It's okay, we've all been rejected at some point. He snaps back at me. Okay, maybe he's not really looking for advice. I pause and look around, trying to think of something. Sunlight glints off my gauntlet, and I blink and glance down at it. Wait, I have an idea.
What?
Pango looks up at the ground, filling with the gauntlet. It takes me a few minutes to pry the crystal out, but when I do, I smile and extend it to him. I don't really need this anymore, so I'd like you to have it.
Oi!
Pongo's eyes grow wide. He sits up. Oh, I'm giving my manipulator crystal, aren't I? A huge, delighted grin spreads across his face.
Oi!
He laughs between my neck and shoulder, nuzzling me as he's cold against my skin, making me laugh and squirm. I lift the crystal up to him, and his mouth chomps over it.
Oi!
He leaps down and hops away, content with his new treasure.
You came on too strong.
Zach was watching. Zach's voice startles me. I look around, and the group has already finished cleaning on the campus, standing beside me. Kara shakes his head disappointingly.
Doesn't matter the species. There's always one thing on their mind.
Mia pats the Pongo on the head.
Do not fret. One day, you will find a mate with exceptional eyes and exquisite
That is the
roundness.
best thing Amelia's ever said. Do not fret. One day you will find a mate with exceptional eyes and exquisite roundness. Mia smiles encouragingly. Speaking of Pongos and relationships, how do Pongos mate anyway? Kara gives me a pointed look.
See? One-track mind.
Mia gives me a disapproving look. Zach shakes his head. I'm just fucking
I think now's about as good a time as any to head out.
Agreed.
I'm sorry. Still feeling the lingering effects of my cast, we make a slow time but continue our journey towards Hearthtown. I'll be floating, my dumbass. After 4 days of travel, soon buildings casting in tall shadows of the gates of Hearthtown. The wrought iron gates have extinctly curled cast iron tips. You know what I should do, Zach? Zach?
What?
I should save the sad Pongo picture for the last episode, where the pink blob is shooting away. I should use that as the last episode thumbnail.
No, there's gonna be a picture, and you're gonna want to use that one.
I don't know if that's fan service or adorableness. I'm gonna go with adorableness because that's what I'm hoping for. I can already tell this place is more extravagant than any other town I've passed through. The guards look at us as we approach, but they see Leanne and they nod deeply.
Welcome back, my lady.
Yes. Thank you.
Nina blushes deeply as she stammers out in reply. The guards bow slightly as Leanna hurries us through. Tips fedora, milady. Do they know what a fedora is, Tom Thompson? You have to remember. I'm gonna just say someone's pretty popular. Wow, you're quite popular around here. Yeah, laughs awkwardly.
Oh, I'm sure they say that to all the girls.
Are you sure you're not secretly famous or something? Her face pales.
What? That's crazy.
It's a bit of an overreaction. I know, I was just joking.
Oh, right.
Nina exhales but doesn't seem any more relaxed. I narrow my eyes. Unless there's another reason a guy would call you his lady. Her eyes widen, she quickly raises her hands, shaking her head.
Him? No way. Don't be ridiculous.
Good. I wrap my arm around her waist and pull her close. Because you're my lady. She smiles gently, then distangles herself from me. Why is she being shy again? Well, she doesn't want. She's in her town and people talk. Near hurries ahead of us, finally cobbled streets, and the shops' fronts are all newly primed with respected potted plants and small decorations. The sites all have various elegant looping letters. I feel like I just stepped into a Jane Austen novel. I don't get that reference. Amelia follows close behind, clutching the Pongos to her chest. She surveys her surroundings with silent interest. Kara flashes Zach a playful smile.
My lord.
My lord!
No.
Zach. I appreciate Zach's interest is no.
Oh, come on. Won't you at least offer me your arm?
Why? You always just take it anyway.
She pouts.
You don't have a romantic bone in your body.
Aw, Zach. She tugs on Zach's arm anyway. He doesn't resist. The sooner the two of them catch up. The further we travel through the town, more people seem to recognize Leanna and give her the same polite greeting. She nervously responds, trying to downplay the attention. Okay, now it's starting to be weird. I exchange confused glances with my team. Finally realize if she's really famous or like fucking royalty, she wants to date my dumbass. That just proves that love is blind. Finally, we reach the deserted area of the town. A smile returns to her face as she recognizes the shops and streets we all travel. Although she doesn't talk about her home much, I can tell she's happy to be back. Our boots crunch under the white gravel as we turn on a long tree-lined drive. Lush green lawns and colorful gardens sweep from road to estate. Oh my lord! The estate is dazzling with maybe 4 or 5 stories tall. A large fountain sits before it, the water spraying and glittering into the sunlight. Beyond mountain, mansion, and farm... Framing the scene and mountains and a brilliant blue sky. Kara's eyes go wide.
Whoa.
Zach whistles appreciatively.
Damn.
Yeah, Zach, damn. Neely pauses, taking in the mansion.
The architecture for this building is quite exquisite. Would this be the town hall or Mariel house, perhaps?
Nia twists her skirt nervously.
Not quite.
What is it? As if cue, a small woman with simple clothes and plaited her hair pauses by. Neely drops her bag carrying when she sees Leanna and dips into a low curtsy.
Milady, you returned home.
Home?
You grew up in style, huh?
Nia cheeks flame.
It's nothing.
Are you a princess? It's not a big deal. Oh, I'm gonna fucking sass her for this. Prepare for my sass. Is Mr. Darcy home? I'm gonna say you're a princess. Yeah, you didn't tell me you're a princess. Leanna flushes a peony pink.
Because I'm not.
Sweep her off her feet. Does that make me Prince Charming? I can get used to living like this. Well, excuse me, princess. All these are all equally sarcastic. I love this game. They're now thinking on my level. We finally connected on something, Pixel Fan. I scoop her into my arms and carry her princess style.
Hey!
Leanna throws her arms around my neck in surprise and holds
What
on.
are you doing?
You always be my princess in my eyes.
Then I royally decree you to put me down.
Quickly, I sit her back down her feet. Leanna sucks in her breath and seems like all of her excitement has gotten her flustered.
Let's just get going.
I like my response. We fly up to the gravel road. As soon as we get close to the fountain, I notice a small sigil on Leanna's lair is engraved to the stone. The waterworks run from a sapphire swan. Oh my god! There's Zach, who lived probably a shit life, and Kara, and then there's just life. I guess I could expect it. She wears pure white armor. That kind of shows that she's a royalty in some form. She squirms on my arm and leaps in the fountain before landing in a splash. I think he just cannonballed right in there. Pongo burbles happily in the water as he continues to splash around, pretending to be a fish.
Aww.
Nia rushes up to the fountain and gives the Pongo a little tickle. He giggles happily, bubbles.
I wish I could save this moment forever.
Shall I go and fetch the portrait master?
No. That won't be necessary.
Their own portrait master too? Just how rich are these people?
As you wish, milady. I shall go and alert your father of your return.
She curtsies again and hurries towards the mansion.
So that just happened.
I like Zach, because Zach is just in awe. Kara giggles.
I think you left out a few important details, which would have been nice to know.
Indeed. If we had prior notice of your noble heritage, perhaps we could have made more appropriate preparations on our presentation.
Presentation?
Yes, such as our choice of dress.
She looks pointedly at Kara.
I dress very appropriately for my profession.
I mean, I don't think Leanna's dad is going to be disapproving of tits that big and that wide out in the open. Every man can appreciate a pair of tits. No matter. You can be royalty and appreciate tits. We just stare at her. She crosses her arms.
Well, it's a little too late for that now.
I need more smug Kara.
Don't worry about it. We'll just go
My
in
life
and I'll
revolves
say hi
on
to my
smug
parents,
Kara.
and I'm sure we'll be out in no time. Come on.
Leanna head leads us to the front door. She reaches up to the golden door knocker and pounds twice. The adorable doors fly open and an old man greets us with a warm smile.
Lady Liana?
Scruggins Wigglesworth. Are you fucking me? Leanna's face lights up.
Sprogins! It's good to see you're still doing well.
What the fuck is this game? The butler, or scrudging as it were, blows at the bows at the waist.
Lady Liana, how good to see you. Your father...
Scroggins Wigglesworth. That's the fucking title of the video. I'm not... Yeah, you know, Scroggins Wither... Fucking... Oh my god. He trails off, eyeing her
My
clothing.
lady, what are you wearing?
She glances down at her armor, and horror flashes across her face and she squeaks.
Oh, this old thing?
Cosplay, job of researcher, stay silent, she'll think of something. I'm gonna say it's part of her job as a researcher. I don't fucking know. It's a new uniform for the mage researchers. Scroggins run.
Sir, please forgive my impudence. However, I do recognize the uniform of a mage knight when I see one. After all, we do have a mage knight within the House of Dawn.
His voice rings with pride. Oh, Scroggins, if you only knew. Leanna's face turns
We have
pink.
no mind, Scrogins. Now, where is my father?
Leanna adeptly avoids answering the air of authority in her voice, silencing Scroggins and unconvinced but lets out a subject drop. He clears his throat.
As I was saying, my lady, your father is in an important meeting.
Leanna
I
frowns.
see. And my brother?
Your brother will not arrive until this evening,
He looks apologetic.
and the rooms are not yet prepared.
Leanna blinks.
Oh,
My most profound apologies. You and your...
He pauses and gaze lands from Zach Weather's trench coat, Amelia's school uniform, and Kara's skimpy outfit, and he sees a sword strapped to my back and arches an eyebrow.
guests are more than welcome to
you
wait
go
here.
fuck yourself,
if you so
Wigglesworth.
no, thank you.
You fucking broom handle up the ass. Her ankles are usually firm. Even Scroggins looks surprised.
please. Of course, as your lady pleases.
You can eat shit, Wigglesworth. Leanna looks a little uncomfortable.
How do you guys feel if I show you around town instead?
I'd be down for that. Kara grins.
That's a good idea. I'd be interested to explore where Lady Liana grew up.
The smug that Kara can produce is amazing. Leanna stiffens.
It's just Leanna.
Kara giggles, but Scroggins looks disapprovingly.
Lady Liana, we would be happy to provide someone to show your friends the town. However, we do request your presence here at the house.
Oh? How come?
It was requested by your mother that should you return, she'd like your opinion on the preparations for this evening.
Oh my god. Leanna sighs but nods.
Of course.
Thank you, my lady.
He bows and disappears in the mansion. Leanna sighs again and turns to face up.
Sorry about that.
The burden of being a princess, hmm?
Leanna shoots her a look, but Kara merely smirks.
Are you going to be okay on your own?
It will be no different from when we explore any other unfamiliar town.
Zach and I nod. For short goodbye, Leanna twirls around and enters the mansion, shutting down crystal doors shut behind her. We head back towns to town. So what's the plan now?
I think I'm going to go to the marketplace. What about you, Zach?
Zach shrugs.
Oh, probably go to the...
Kara interrupts
In.
him.
I don't know why I asked. What about you, Amy?
She looks thoughtful.
Perhaps I will search for a library.
Sounds about right.
Like how no one asked me what I was going to do. We make our way down the gravel path to be arrived back in the town. We split off and head in different ways. What do I feel like doing? I wonder what Amelia's up to. I should find Zach. Let's find Kara. I'd like to spend some time more time with Leanna. Let's go find Kara. I like hanging out with her sometimes. Let's find Kara. Hey Kara, wait up. We'll hang out with Leanna last. Catch up to Kara and make our way to the marketplace together. I sense this is going to be a long episode. I glance down at my feet and see the Pangos smiling up at me. He hops to my shoulder, hitching a ride as we walk. Oh, I bet fucking Lord Wigglesworth fucking thinks Pangos are disgusting creatures, don't you fucking broomstick handle-loving butler? Once we reach the marketplace, we stop in the nearest stall. By the way, I found someone new to hate, the butler. He can go fuck himself. She holds up a nice skirt. The Pango inspects it with her.
What do you think about this?
Boy!
Oh, you really think so?
Pango jumps up and down.
Boy, boy.
Kara glances at the skirt again and then frowns.
I don't know. Might be too fancy for his tastes.
She puts it back where she's found it. She gestures towards a tent that's selling genuine-looking swords. Some of them are decorated with jewels.
What about one of those? Those are nice, right?
Pango nods in agreement.
Boy!
On second thought, I don't know. He's not really a sword guy. There's a stall selling sweets and desserts. Everyone likes those, right?
What the fuck does Zach like? Kara plants a hand on her head.
Are you just agreeing with everything I say?
Pango grins and bounces even higher than Point. Kara sighs.
That's not very helpful.
I stifle a laugh, but I guess the Pango isn't past the best shopping buddy. What are you looking
A
for?
gift for Zach. But he's a lot harder to shop for than I thought. And the little blue guy here is not helping.
Boy, boy.
She looks thoughtful while she looks back. She turns back to
Hey,
me.
so you're a guy. What do you think Zach would want?
Socks. Leather comes in leather comes in as many as 50 shades. Something with guns. I mean, man likes his guns. Just don't buy him new guns, because he's gonna fucking not be a happy camper. Zach likes to shoot things. Car blanks and laughs.
True.
You have any kind of games or something that involve that?
Involves what? Shooting.
I know. Car thinks about then she brightens.
Yeah, I think I have an idea.
Get him something that he can like target practice with when you guys are sitting at camp or something. Car lends me off to a different section of the shop that has another man at the counter, surrounded by trinkets and toys.
Hello, how can I help you today?
I'm looking for wind rings.
Of course, right this way.
He shows us a sphere.
Here it is.
I blink. I don't get it.
It's a game. You shoot targets.
What targets? It's just a sphere.
Targets are activated by wind magic. See that button on the top? You press it and the sphere shoots out energy rings which go in 6 different directions. You have to try to shoot within the target.
That's pretty neat, actually.
I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. This game is pretty popular.
I'm not from around here. Salesman shrugs.
This comes with an underpowered wind discharger. You won't find a better deal anywhere else.
I'll take it.
The Pongo grins.
Boy.
Yeah, hooking up Zach. You're welcome, Dick. Car beams after purchasing the game. Her eyes zoom to a location with silken garments.
Oh, those look pretty.
Are you meaning lingerie? She starts to head to the section of the store, and I begin to follow her when she stops me.
You might not want to go in there.
Why not? She points to a sign which clearly says, Vicky's Mysteries. I take a longer look inside, and the stalls notice bras hanging off the shelf. Oh. Leanna probably won't be happy to hear I went under her shopping with Kara. That's a smart move, my man. I think I'll go walk around the town, actually. Car grins.
I'll catch up with everyone later.
Zach is a lucky guy. I'm about to scoop out Pongo, but he falls Car inside. That little pervert. Oh well, I make my way out of the shop into the center of town. Okay, what are we gonna do now? Next move. Wonder what Amelia's up to. We'll go with Zach. Amelia's like my last favorite. We'll go see what my good buddy Zach is up to. Then we go to Amelia, then Leanna. You know, even though I like Leanna in general. I weave my way through the town until I stumble across the inn. The same inn that is in every single town, not changed. This architect who designed this inn is a fucking genius, because he's made monopolies on designing the same fucking inn for 70 different towns. You could have... They made one extra one. You could have did like every other, but no! No, I'm not triggered.
Yes, you are.
Fuck off. I'm surprised to see Zach drinking at a table instead of his usual position on the bounty board. I slide a seat next to him. Hey! Zach blinks as I was coming out of trance.
Oh, hey.
It's weird. Zach's a lot more Zach. I don't know. His eyes seem distant. He got something on his mind. Everything okay? He doesn't say anything. His hands tighten around his mouth.
Yeah, I've just been thinking.
I step straighter. Oh? I pause right in front of the continue. About what?
My parents.
Oh, we're gonna talk about Zach's parents. Zach is actually confiding in me? This feels like a whole new level of trust in our friendship. I get that. Sometimes I think about my parents too. I wonder what they're doing if they're thinking about me. Zach nods sympathetically.
It's a bit different for me.
Is your parents
I
dead?
became an orphan
Oh, yeah,
when I was
orphan.
really young. I don't remember my real parents that much, but I do remember the sense of warmth and security I had with them. I know that they loved me. They were good to me.
He hesitates, searching for the words.
After they were taken from me, I guess I always hunted for that feeling of being accepted and wanted.
Oh god, Zach with emotions. I'm scared. I nod. Yeah. I can't begin to imagine what Zach has gone through.
Damon gave me that.
His throat bobs and he takes a heavy drink. After a moment, he shakes his head.
Bear was already a part of the group when I joined. He had been there for a full year. Damon looked after the both of us. Since I couldn't remember my real father that much, I always looked up to Damon. He was like a father to me. I thought he was like a father to Bear too, but...
His grip tightens around his mug again.
We all loved Damon. Everyone in that group supported each other like a real family. To know that Bear could betray us like that.
Bear's a cunt. His words feel heavy. They hang in the air, but I'm not sure what to do, so I reach over and clasp a hand on over his shoulder. I'm really sorry, man. He nods.
Thanks. It's all over now anyway.
Is this bro bonding? Is this what I heard about all on TLC? He trails off. That's enough sadness looks now. Just continue listening.
Sorry. I didn't mean to get all serious.
No, it's completely fine. You've gone through a lot. Sometimes it's better just to let it out. Zach nods.
Thanks.
I nod. What are friends for? A smile tugs on his lips.
Seriously though, if it weren't for you guys, this whole fair business would have been a whole lot worse. So, thanks.
You're welcome. We fall into a comfortable silence. Zach seems more at ease now. I think he's finally starting to make sense of his past. Zach takes a few more sips of his drink and I eventually stretch out my legs. I think I'm gonna go walk around for a little bit. You wanna join? He shakes his head.
I've got a bounty board to check.
He grins and I match it before saying my goodbyes. It's either the end I feel comfort knowing Zach's feeling a little bit more like his usual self. Distant and pissed off. Yeah, great. I make my way back to town and set up my next move. I wonder what Amelia's up to. Remember Emily said she'd seek at the library. I circle town in surprise. I find another one making a lap inside. I don't find Amelia. I wonder where she could be. I make my way towards Marketplace. It seems like the biggest crowd. I pass a bookstall and recognize Amelia's cloak. Huh. I haven't read any good books in a while. I wonder what Amy is going to pick out. Probably a history book or some non-fiction. Hey! She stops and turns around.
Oh, greetings.
Hello, hello. What can I interest you in today?
Oh my god, who is this carrot top looking fuck? We're just browsing. Amelia flips through one of the books.
The pictures are quite fascinating. They are unlike any text I have seen before.
He beams.
These are character books.
Character books?
Yes.
He looks through the books and they look like comic books with panels of hand-drawn characters speaking in thought bubbles. I glance at the novel Amy's looking at and notice they're all some sort of art style. These look like mangas we have back home. Amelia blinks.
I see. And those are
Oh.
fictional narratives.
Oh no.
Oh no, no, I knew where you're going! She reads a lewd manga! No! Abort! I didn't save anything so I can't go back! We're in the trenches now, boys! She hesitates and continues flipping
she
through
doesn't
it.
read it. You'll see.
I'm surprised you're still checking these out. Oh, you have an option to buy it for her, don't you? I wouldn't expect you to be the type that interested in
In
mangas.
truth, I have never read one.
I can help you find something that you might like.
That would be appreciated.
Oh no.
What do you recommend?
Magical girls, pretty boys, anything with robots, hentai, hue. We're not choosing the fourth one. Even though it's pretty funny. Magical girls? I mean, I don't know. I just like the volume of cute girls in pink dress. She holds up to her manipulator and sparks fly out of it. You should try this one. She uses magic and helps others, kind of like you do. Amy inspects it.
Intriguing. All of the texts I've read about casting have all been about casting technique. I am quite curious.
I
to
hope this doesn't
understand
bite me in the
how a
ass. Let's be honest, it's
fictional
gonna bite me in
novel
the
will
ass.
illustrate
Everything I do with Amelia bites me in the ass. Me accepts my suggestion and approaches the
casting. I would
salesman.
like to purchase this.
So what happens if I would have said hentai?
I don't know.
Am I fucked anything I choose?
Oh, no, you're good. That one.
Okay, good. I like to purchase this novel.
Excellent choice.
She turns to
Are
me.
you also purchasing a character book?
Buy the hentai book. That's a thought, game! That's a thought that I could do that, but I'm not going to do that. Sure, why not? Plays did catch my eye. I pick out one of mangas and pay for it. The salesman places our 2 books and several things. I'm excited to dive into a new manga. It's been a long time.
Thank you for helping me choose the perfect fictional narrative.
Oh, because I chose the right one for her. That's why she's happy. I didn't just say hentai to be an asshat. I hope you enjoy it. She nods.
I have spent much time in leisure. I should make productive use of this free time and see if there's any research or reading I could do on either
I
the
hope this
Shadow
doesn't
Temple
bite
or
me in the ass,
Void
and I don't even know what he
to
thought.
help us with our
At least it's not
imminent battle.
hentai. I hope it's not hentai. That makes sense. I'll leave it to you then. It'd be very hard to explain to Leanna why I pretty much have a porno mag sitting around. And now it's time with Leanna. I'd like to spend more time with Leanna. Maybe I'll go see what Leanna's doing. She's probably done with wherever she's done diddly done by now. So I can go see Lord stick up ass. I retrace my step back to mention. It's not hard to miss. Sparkling white sitting on the roof of the hill overlooking the entire town. I soon make it back to the estate. A servant shows me inside and leads me to the crystal patio doors, opening them to reveal a magical... fucking English! Why is it hard? Magnificent courtyard! Yeah! Hey.
Oh, hey!
Yeah, I look surprised to see me, but not unhappy.
What are you doing here?
I just thought I'd come to see if you need any help.
Thanks, but I'm alright. Give me 1 second, okay?
She disappears into the mansion. I take a moment to look at the courtyard. There's a maze of hedges in the garden surrounding bushes of flowers. The petals add an outdash color amidst the green like a pastel rainbow. After a few minutes, Alina emerges.
Follow me.
Uh-oh. She grabs my hand and leads me further into the courtyard. Where are we going?
I want to show you something.
Oh, we're gonna do some cute shit? We twist through the maze on neatly trimmed hedges, the flowers as we pass them by as a flaming hello. Finally, we praise in front of a gnarled tree.
This is where I spent most of my childhood.
By this tree?
Yep. Well, the whole courtyard, really. My brother and I would play hide and seek in the maze when we were younger. Sometimes I'd hide when my parents wanted me to do something I didn't want to do. Scrogans would spend hours trying to find me. I got really good at hiding and was able to sneakily move to a new spot if I knew he was coming close.
That's really cute. I imagine a young Leanna peeking behind the hedges and smiling. I'm sure Scroogeon didn't think so, but that's adorable. Leanna
I
laughs.
used to get into so much trouble when he'd eventually find me.
So what's the story behind this tree? Her face lights
My
up.
brother and I would train here.
Train?
Yes, in sword fighting.
Oh! She does a surprise my voice.
Why do you seem surprised?
I don't know, I just assume you did all your training at the academy. She shakes her head.
It was proper for my brother to be trained in combat. I would often sneak here to watch him, and sometimes he'd teach me in secret. When my parents discovered I wanted to learn, they let me. I'm not entirely sure why. They're usually pretty strict about things. I guess they felt like it wouldn't really matter either way.
At least you got the opportunity. She nods and places a hand affectionately on the tree, and I step close to notice the nicks along the bark. Casualties from the sword practice, I assume. Sounds like you and your brother always been close too. She brightens again the mention of him.
Yeah, he's a bit older than I am, so he's always looking out for me. Even when I was little, if father was angry with me, my brother would take the brunt of the anger to try to protect me.
She turns to me and light dancing in her
I'm
eyes.
nervous, but I'm also very excited to see him again. It's been too long.
Suddenly a slight smile spreads across her face.
Follow me.
Again?
Come on.
She grabs my hand and steers me deeper into the gardens. Where are we going now? She giggles.
See?
Uh-oh. She pushed me aside to some greenery, revealing a small gap. It looks like they may have been bigger before, but it's been overgrown. What's this? Her blue eyes twinkle.
So impatient. Come on.
We squeeze our way through the, having a bend low and avoid hitting our heads. Some skinny branches scratch my skin. After a while, Leanna pushes aside even more branches and leaves. A soft breeze with the lace of something floor caresses my face. She lands me in a tiny grassy area surrounded by trees that remind me of weeping willows, except the branches bloom with the long streams of sky blue flowers. They weave over our canopy, blocking out most of the sky and sunlight, but the golden beams are able to filter through. But the flowers are fluffy and thick. I let out a small breath. This is beautiful. Is it time for more cute shit?
Yeah.
The branches sigh, the streams of blue blooms flutter in the breeze. Leanna reaches up to touch my fingers to lingering at the end.
If I ever wanted to be alone, or not have the servants find me, I'd go here.
She's smiling, but her voice is soft as the flowers. She meets my eyes and blushes, looking away. Why'd you want to be alone? She
I
hesitates.
struggled a lot with what I wanted to do, and what my parents wanted me to do. I didn't want to disappoint them. There were so many things they wanted me to do I felt was pointless.
Like what?
Like embroidery lessons.
Her voice raises in frustration.
Those stupid tiny stitches! Do you know how many times I pricked my fingers because of that? And it's not even useful sewing, like mending clothes. It's literally just for decoration. But a lady embroiders. And so my mother insisted that I do so too.
Got the frustration out. That sounds tough. I can't relate. I say let the frustrations out. Bonding's always a good thing. I had no idea you've been holding in that for so long. She looks surprised.
Me neither.
Well, let it all out. What else are you angry about?
Corsets. What's so bad about letting a lady breathe?
I laugh. There's a few leaves sticking up in her hair from the shrubs. I smile, reaching to pluck them out. Nia meets my gaze and blushes. A few sapphire petals have fallen into her hair, and I brush those away too. My fingers slide down the end of her blonde locks, and I twirl the curl of her hair around. Nia smiles bashful. I feel like I'm in a fairy tale. Kiss the girl. I feel like if I kiss the girl, Dad is gonna come around the fucking corner and yeet on me. My eyes are drawn to Leanna. I can't look away. Everything about this place feels magical. The garden envelops me. Beneath the wrong words of the blends, I see perfection. I pull Leanna into my arms. Her soft arms circle around my back as she rests her hand on my chest. And I hear a voice of someone calling.
Lady Leanna!
Oh yeah, it's fucking Scrudgeons. Fuck you, Scrudgeons! I'm going back and kissing her! You can eat my ass! Oh wait, that's way too far back. Wait, what? Lord Thomas may have made a... Oh, nope, I got it. There's sometimes slows the gaze in her eyes. The peacefulness of the garden fills me with courage. I know Leanna wants to keep us a secret, but we're finally alone. Her eyes search my own. I feel myself drowning in the crystal blue eyes. In that moment, everything feels perfect. I wrap my eyes around her and pull her close. She loops her arms around my neck, sealing the distance between us. I lean down and place a gentle kiss on her lips. She responds eagerly, pressing against me. Deepening the kiss, I feel her hunger for me as I taste the sweetness of her lips. Her fingers run through my hair as I leave a trail of kisses along her neck, and her breath catches me every time her lips touch her skin. This is a much better one. Come now, Lord Wigglesdick! And then a faint voice someone calling.
Lady Leanna!
Yeah, fuck you, Wigglesworth! This is my lady! Bitch! We freeze.
Lady Leanna!
The voice raises higher.
Lady Leanna, where have you gone?
Oh no!
Nia's face flushes. She wiggles until I release her.
Better go.
Based on what you said, we still got a few hours before he finds us. I try to pull her back and she escapes my grasp.
It's time to go.
She smooths out her hair and skirt. I sigh. Alright. I follow her, but Lena stops me.
Wait! We can't leave together.
Why? Lena blushes.
Because... Just wait here for a little bit. I'll go back first, and then once there's been enough time, then you can follow.
Okay. She smooths out her hair and skirt one more time. She's about to leave when she suddenly turns back around. She plants a peck on my cheek and flashes me a smile and leaves. I wait for about 10 to 15 minutes before finally making my way through the garden. I fucking killed myself because this is bullshit and I wanted Wigglesworth to see it! Damn it! I got lost a few times in the maze, but eventually found my way back out. Mazes aren't your thing, are they, Tom Thompson? As I returned to the main estate, I decided to go back to town and see what else is going on. I walked down the drive until I reached the cobblestone streets of the town. I think I've finally spent some me time. I went around the town checking out the shops and sites, but not too different from most of the places I've visited so far. Although I do notice how clean and well kept this place is. Once the sun begins to dip in the sky, I head towards the mansion. The sky is stretched with rosy pinks and soft golds. The few silver stars wink in the mist, and I meet my friends up at Leanna's estate. It's still daytime here. We start our way up the gravel path again. The Pangos sits on my shoulder as Carl walks next to Zach.
I wonder what Liana's family is like.
Zach shrugs.
I am most curious to meet them as well.
We're feeling they're probably more traditional minded. I bet they're nice. They're probably uptight. Speculating is pointless. I must say they're traditional. That's not insulting, but it is what surprised you. I think they have a more traditional look on life.
Oh yeah? What makes you say that?
Just a hunch. Make your way up to the massive stone staircase leading to the front door. Scrudgeons answers the door again! Oh, Scrudgeons! Fuck off, ass.
Welcome back. Please do come in.
I hate you, Scrudgeons, with a burning passion. I hope it burns when you pee. I carefully file through the doorway into the front hall. My breath catches as I look around. A massive chandelier made of sparkling crystals hangs from the center of the high ceiling. The marble floors shine at my feet. They're so polished they look wet. Long halls stretch ahead of the countless doors, a bouquet of flowers to the top of the halls, and a magnificent staircase sweeps the center of the room. Amy crosses her neck, her eyes wide as she looks around. Zach looks appreciative at the decor and swords on the wall.
Whoa.
Pongo's eyes glitter up on the crystal chandelier. His mouth seems to water just looking at it.
Boy.
I give him a gentle poke, snapping him out of it. I shake my head. He deflates, pouting against my shoulder. Leanna arrives and gives us a worried smile.
How was your time in town?
Great! There were so many cute things at the shops.
I'm glad.
She twists around and nervously falls quiet again. How have things been going here?
Oh, fine.
Wait for her to continue, but she looks blankly at me and then seems to remember.
Oh, dinner will be ready in a few minutes, if you all want to wash up first.
We exchange
Are
glances.
you sure you're okay? Did you get a chance to see your parents?
Well, no. I mean, I'm fine. But I haven't seen my parents yet. But that's okay, because Leo hasn't arrived yet. And I guess my father has some big news that he insists on sharing with both of us. Well, actually, if we're about to eat dinner, then I think that means Leo probably has arrived?
The worst part of her mouth is she can't control him. She finally pauses to catch her breath. I've never seen her this nervous before. Don't worry, I'm sure everything will be okay. She nods and takes a deep breath to calm herself, and then gives me an appreciative smile.
You're right. I'm sure you're right.
So it leads us to our rooms to wash up. We each have separate rooms, a testament to how large a mansion this is. My room has an eggshell blue walls trimmed with silver. Curtains flutter with a soft breeze of an open crystal doors leading to a balcony. I notice a bed full of plush-looking blankets and pillows. I cannot wait to dive into that. Instead, I quickly wash up and using the wide basin shaped like a seashell, and then meet the others downstairs. Leanne waits for us again. I look her up and down and blink in surprise. Why are you still wearing your armor? She blinks.
What else would I be wearing?
I thought your family doesn't know about you being an agent.
They don't, but
She hesitates.
I don't want to keep it a secret from them anymore.
Is that why you're so nervous?
It's a big reason I am. I'm not sure how they'll react.
Kara puts a confiding hand on Leanne's arm.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Your family loves you.
Leanne nods and she smiles to reassure us, but Worcester creases her brow. Scrunchins arrives! He looks surprised at Leanna. I think he expected her to change clothes as well. But he doesn't say anything, but instead leads us to the dining hall. I'm gonna read everything that involves. If it has the word scrodgins in it, I'm reading it like an asshole. A heavy scent hits me in the face as soon as I enter. A long table fills the room, and delicious-looking food. Steam wafts up as lamb chops and bread lobster vegetables. My stomach rumbles. This looks like it's going to be the best meal I've ever had. A young man clad in sparkling white armor stands in front of a huge crystal window. He looks like a few years older than Lana. His back is straight and he holds his head high, exuding an air of regality and authority. He seems to be absorbed in thought and doesn't notice our arrival. Lena beams.
Leo!
Her brother looks up from the window and he notices Leanna, and rays of surprise flicker across his face.
Leah? This is a surprise.
Leon looks shockingly like the main character from Ace Academy. Just changed some things. Tweak.
Did Father call upon you too?
Leanne nods. She walks over to him and hesitates. She pauses and opens his arms wide. They embrace each other tightly, but only for a brief moment before separating. Leanna adjusts his armor and brows wrinkle as he looks over Leanna. Leanna notices an expression worriedly smooths down her armor.
Some things have changed since we last saw each other.
I see that.
Her voice is flat and hard to read. Leanna squirms underneath his gaze.
This does explain why you were always out of town whenever I would be in Illumia. And here I was thinking you were just trying to skip out on work.
His face remains expressionless, but Leanna relaxes, a genuine smile graces her lips.
Sorry about that. Duty calls, as you know.
I do indeed.
Judging by Leanna's body language, Leanna must be accepting of her decision to be a mage knight. He doesn't seem too surprised by this fact either. Probably because all the sword training the two of them did together when they were younger. I knew she didn't have to be worried. Leon's face softens.
Do Mother and Father know?
Leanna shakes her head. The way returning to her face, Leanna looks grim. He finally seems to notice.
Oh, you brought company.
Yes.
Leanna reduces us, each of us, and greets us warmly.
I hope you've all been keeping her out of trouble. I know how much of a handful she can be.
She keeps me out of trouble. Trouble follows her everywhere. It's exhausting to take care of her. I'll be honest. She keeps... If anything, it's the other way around. Leon's the one who keeps me out of trouble. Leon looks amused.
Is that so?
Yeah, if it wasn't for her, I don't know where I'd be right now. I cast a lingering smile by Lena's direction, which she reciprocates. When I look away, I know Sam's gaze on me. Was I being too obvious? As I'm cue, the big doors creak open.
the Lord and Lady.
Oh, it's Scrudgeons! Ugh! His name pisses me off. It's like he's like that kid that we knew from school, which name started with a C, and he was an asshole. I'm not gonna give his name, but you know who I'm talking about, right? Don't ya?
Yeah.
Not the 4-letter one, the more letter than 4-letter word. Anyway, he's like Scrudgeons. You just hate him. You just want to punch him in the face. His glasses piss me off. There's no way he uses those fucking things. Beautiful older woman stands there, her arms linked with, who I'm assuming is her husband. Loose golden curls fall at her shoulders, a smile, delicate and soft. She's wearing an elegant cornflower, blue-grown and sparkling jewels. Leanna's father is just a strong jaw, and Leanna's blue eyes, hair also blonde, and from her temples are prepped with silver. Leanna marches over to his parents and offers them a short bow.
Mother? Father?
Leon.
What the fuck? Leon looks like fucking, Blake's dad. His father nods as Leon straightens, his eyes sparkling with pride. He clasps his son to the shoulder.
You look fine as always. Still doing that armor justice.
Thank you, Father.
His mother smiles warmly and envelops him into a hug.
Oh, Leon! It's been too long. You don't come home enough.
I'm sorry, Mother. I wish I could, but...
I know. I'm just being fussy. It's good to see you home again.
Thank you.
Throughout the interaction, Leanna hangs back, her father's gaze lands on her and his eyes harden.
Leanna, what in the blazes are you wearing?
The room full of sun has everyone's attention fixed on her.
Leanna?
Leanna holds her head high.
Hello, Mother. Father.
She dips in a small curtsy.
Is this another one of your little fantasies?
Her tone's less stern and more like confusion. Leanna's mother glances at her husband in concern before looking back at Leanna.
Perhaps you should wear something a bit more appropriate for dinner, dear.
No, Mother. This is the armor I chose to wear as a mage knight.
Leanna's voice rings clearly, but I can see her hands trembling. Again, there's a pause. I hold my breath. The tension makes the air feel thick. Finally, Lord Don huffs.
Well, no matter. That is something which will be addressed later. For now, your mother and I have some news. Please, let's all be seated.
He and his wife sit at the head of the table. Leanna and Leon's on the other side of them, and the rest of us silently fill the empty seats.
Leanna, dear, you haven't introduced us to your guests.
Of course. Mother, Father, these are my companions. They are accompanying me on one of the assignments the Mage Guild has instructed me to investigate as a mage knight.
Your mother and father ignore that last bit of her sentence.
We welcome you into our home.
Thank you. It is an honor.
Your hospitality is much appreciated.
Thanks.
Thank you. Lord Don gives us a curious look.
And are you all colleagues from the Mage Guild?
No, Amy is a student mage caster from the Mage Academy.
Both Leanna parents look impressed.
A mage caster at such a young age. You must be very extraordinary.
Indeed. Your parents must be quite proud. That is not an easy achievement to reach, no matter the age.
Thank you for your kind words.
Leanna introduces Zach and Kara next, but hesitates when she gets to me. I'm Tom, and I'm studying wind magic, learning to be sword fighting. I'm training to be a mage knight. Oi! We do mage knight is both. Fuck it, I'll just say mage knight. I don't fucking give a dicks. I've been studying to become a mage knight from Leanna. Her parents' expressions darken.
And what exactly have you been studying?
She's taught me sword fighting and how to cast.
Those two skills alone do not make a mage knight.
And she's also taught me how to do those things simultaneously. His gaze sifts to Leanna as his frown deepens. Knowing how our family feels about each other, being a mage knight, I wanted to stick with Leanna, but I think I may have just made things worse. Our introductions are over with, and we begin to eat. We sit in silence for a while, and it sounds clinking silverware. I wish there was an option that says I could use all the elements and be like, I'm a badass, fuck you guys. Then he takes a bite of her stew and then smiles and sighs, practically melting in her chair.
Nothing can compare to the food from home.
Her mother looks delighted.
Do you like it, dear?
Yes, of course. It tastes just the way I remember.
I'm nervous for Leanna.
I'm happy to hear that.
Your mother insisted on cooking it herself, even though I told her that's what we hire the chefs to do.
Leanna
You
blinks.
didn't have to do that.
I know, dear, but I remembered how much you enjoyed it when you were little.
Thank you.
Leanna's smile browns as she takes another bite. Leanna takes a bite of the rose.
And was this your doing too, Mother?
She smiles and puts a hand over her husband's.
Actually, he was your father.
Both Leanna and Leon look at their father's surprise. Color stains Lord Don's cheeks.
It's not often we have the family together again. And with such good news, too.
What's the good news? I'm concerned. Leanna and her brother exchange glances. Relief seems to pour into Leanna's face. At least it's good news.
What news, Father?
His parents glance at each other. Lord Don clasps his hand together, flushing enthusiasm.
Leanna, we have found you an excellent partner.
Oh God, no!
To be engaged as soon as possible.
Leanna, we have found you an excellent partner. You can go eat shit. The entire time. Her father beams.
Come now, Liana, don't act so surprised. We've been waiting for this day for a long time now. And we're pleased to announce your engagement to the House of Pennington.
Leanna's face is wide with shock. The room spins, I feel dizzy. Panic strikes my chest, it's hard to breathe. As Leanna's getting engaged, Zach nudges me in the ribs hard. I jerk while facing. He gives me a pointed look. I better get my act together, but how can I? They just announced my girlfriend's going to be engaged. I grab my goblet, taking huge, desperate gulps to calm myself. Leanna's brow further. He frowns, his gaze swapping between me and Leanna.
Duke Pennington? He has to be at least 60 years old.
Her mother laughs.
Oh my dear, of course not the Duke. That would be incredibly inappropriate. You're to be married to his son, Edward.
I can fight Edward.
You remember him, right?
For like my lady.
He is a bit of a skinny child, but he's grown into a very handsome man.
Leanna seems as if she's in a daze.
Engaged?
Yes, dear. He's been away for a long time, but he's finally returned home. He's a very talented water mage. That's why he was called abroad, actually.
Leon nods along what his mother says.
I think I remember Edward. He's a nice man, if I recall. Has a soft spot for children.
Yes, exactly.
I'm
Of
gonna
course.
kick
We
some
wouldn't set you up with
motherfucking
anyone less than the
ass.
best.
You have not seen the storm that Tom Thompson can produce! Zach, are you hearing this shit? They are gonna get a swarm of Tom Thompson, a man who's lived many lives. You can best believe that Edward Pennington is gonna get his ass kicked by yours truly, Mr. Motherfucking Fantastic, better than Superman, the Hulk, Iron Man, and Spider-Man combined, because they can suck my motherfucking mage casting dick! As you can tell, Zach, I'm quite upset. While Lady Dawn chats excited, Lord Dawn watches Leanna with Hawkeyes.
Liana,
She snaps back to attention.
Huh? I mean, yes, Father?
you don't seem to be very excited. You hear what we're saying?
Yes, Father. I hear you.
Her voice isn't eerily calm.
However, I don't accept the engagement.
Her parents stare at her. Stunned, and Leanna look back and forth. Leanna to his parents, and his eyes seem to implore Leanna.
What do you mean you don't accept it? My dear, it's a very real thing that's happening.
I don't accept it. I'm not ready to be married yet.
Then you better find a way to get ready, because you will be married.
Anger creeps to his voice. Leanna
I
flinches.
just need some more time. You sprang this upon me with no warning. How did you expect me to react?
I expected you to act reasonably and accept your responsibility as a member of the Dawn family.
I understand my responsibility, Father. And I'm not saying I refuse to ever be married. But I need more time.
What could you possibly need more time for?
To live my life.
The anger behind Leanna's voice briefly silences her father. Her face turns red as this anger boils. Leanna takes a moment to try to interview.
Father, perhaps the engagement can be postponed.
He shoots her son a cutting look.
Unless there is a reasonable explanation as to why this engagement should be postponed, I expect her to fulfill her duties as a lady of House Dawn.
Can I say I can marry her? Because I'll fucking do it. He slams a fist on the table, rolling the silverware.
There's more to me than just being Lady of House Dawn. I'm a mage knight. Something you said a woman could never be.
I will hear no more of this. A lady cannot be a mage knight.
Leanna's mother tries to calm her husband down.
Darling, please. I'm sure she'll come around to the idea. After all, we raised her to be proper and to keep
Elaine,
the
you can
family
suck a
proud.
dick.
I won't, Mother. Not if it means I can no longer be a mage knight.
Leanna, Lady Dawn looks at her doctor with a mixture of enthusiasm and hurt.
Leanna, dear, please be reasonable. We can't always follow the whims of our fantasies. We have certain responsibilities which must be met.
When can I say something?
Exactly. Why can't you be more like Leon? He understands his place in this family.
If I were in her place, I would refuse too.
His parents recall those words. If they cut them with a knife, Leanna blinks in surprise and smiles softly, appreciative support.
Leon, what are you saying?
Father, I am putting into practice what you've always taught me. Family comes first.
Then why have you chosen to go against the family?
I haven't. I support the marriage prospect you've chosen for Leanna, but it is clear she does not want this. If being a mage knight makes her happy, then why can't we support her? She's already graduated from the program and earned her title and admission into the Mage Guild. These are no small accomplishments.
Lord Don's chair screeches as he pushes himself away from the table.
I have never been more disappointed in my children.
Oh, you can eat a shit, Levant. He turns and leaves it with a flourish of his
Darling,
foot.
wait!
Lady Dawn shoots the last look of frustration towards his children and then rushes after her husband. Leon stands up and bursts himself up and gives Linda a sympathetic look and then walks after his parents, leaving us in silence. Leanna crumples in her seat, holding her head in her hands. She was so brave, awkward, don't break the silence. Fuck my ass. Leanna. She looks up to me with tired eyes. But you back there is really brave. It takes guts to stand up for what you want.
No change will ever be effected if the status quo is not challenged.
Kara
Your
knows.
dad's kind of scary when he's angry.
Leanna flashes a weak smile.
Thanks, guys. I'm so sorry you guys had to sit through that. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this.
You don't have to apologize. She pushed herself to her feet.
We should leave. We need to stop Void. And clearly there's nothing else to discuss here.
Kara browsed for
Maybe we should stay the night.
Why? You saw what my parents are like.
I know.
Kara's voice is soft and careful.
I know. But I really think we should stay. Give them time to think about it. Especially your dad. Who knows? Maybe things will smooth over in the morning.
Nah, scoffs.
I doubt it. He's so stubborn.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do. After all, you know your family best. I just know that if my dad were still here, I wouldn't want things to end like that. I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if that was the last interaction I had with him.
Leanna stands with her arms crossed, thinking about Kara's word. Her muscles are taut. Eyes still bright with tears. Finally, she holds her muscles unwind and she slumps a little.
You're right.
Kara smiles slightly and she pats Leanna on the arm.
Just give them time. We never know.
Leanna husks in a deep sigh. She doesn't sound too convinced.
I'm sorry, but I think I'm going to turn in early. I need some time to think.
We nod. Sack rises to a stand.
I think I'm ready for bed too.
We all agree. Slowly we get to our feet and allow Lena to the dining room. She leads us upstairs to halt to our rooms. As I reach for my room, Zach pauses in my doorway.
You good?
His voice startles me. Yeah, why?
It was pretty tense back there, and I know how close you two are.
I nod. Yeah, I can't imagine what Lena's feeling right now.
Same.
I feel like Lena's pain, but also in anger. But I also feel sorry for myself too, which is the worst part because none of this shit centered around me. When I heard that she was going to be engaged, I felt like someone took a sledgehammer and pounded my heart to pieces. I'm worried about what Leanna will decide. Even if she doesn't get married today, what about in the future? Will she still follow her family's wishes? The words vomit out of me, but Zach listens patiently. But when I'm done, he puts a comforting hand on my shoulder. Somehow that gesture calms me more than words would have. Zach starts to head over to his room.
Rest on it. It'll be better in the morning.
Thanks. I close the door behind me and try to get settled. I hold the blankets up and hold my eyes. Sleep eludes me. I toss and turn, but I can't seem to get comfortable. My mind starts to wander. Memories from tonight's dinner begin to flash through my head. Should I have done something? Said something? Was it clear Lena didn't want to do this, and the very thought of her marrying someone else? A loud growl of frustration rolling in my stomach, throwing the pillow over my head. What was I going to do if Lena decided to go through with this? Would her parents sway her to their side? Then what? The thought of Lena never being able to go on missions again, or do what she loves. Maybe I should check on her. Feeling restless, I tiptoe my room and over to Leanna's. Generally, I knock on the door, and then the door opens immediately. Leanna. She bites her lip.
Hey,
Her eyes are a little red and puffy, though she's been crying. I wanted to see if you were doing okay. She shrugs, glancing at the ground.
Do you want to come in?
Yeah. She steps aside and closes the door behind me. My heart twists. I hate seeing Lena so upset like this. It's a nice room, though. She flops down in her bed. Her voice is low and tired.
I just don't know what to do. I feel so torn.
Oh no, not the sad music game! She shakes her head.
I've always respected my parents' wishes. I've always done what's expected and followed my duty.
She lets out a shuddering breath.
But this is the one thing I don't think I can do. Even though it's the most important.
I shook her back. It's not saying anything, but I'm only listening. Lena seems to react slightly underneath my touch.
What do you think I should do?
You should do whatever you want. I feel as conflicted as you. I don't want to say that. I don't want to push her to... Let's do it. I'm sorry, but I don't really know what to tell you. I know it's not what she wants to hear, but it's the truth. Lena's brows crinkled.
You don't have any thoughts on this?
I'm redoing that. I don't understand why you care so much about the opinion. You should just do what you want. Lena frowns.
I can't do whatever I want. I have responsibilities.
Yeah, but you can still do your own thing. Lena frowns
No,
deepens.
I really can't. I have to honor.
Honoring your parents and obeying everything they do are two different things. Her brows crinkle in thought. Finally, she shakes her
I
head.
think we just have two different ideas about this. But thank you for your...
I nod. I don't think that's necessarily the answer. No matter what you decide, everything will turn out okay. Lena smiles at me. The gently glow from crystal lamps embrace her, following a soft
I'm
daffodil
so
glow.
lucky to have someone like you.
I smile. Where'd that come from? She looks
It
down.
must be really hard for you to talk about this stuff with me.
I'll admit that's not easy to think about. In fact, we might not be together, but ultimately I care about your happiness. She softens, gives me a kiss on the cheek.
That's one of the things I like about you,
She smiles again.
among many other things.
I smile back. She seems to be a bit more relaxed after talking. Glad maybe she'll be able to get some sleep. It's getting pretty late. I should go back. She nods and walks me
Thanks
to the
for
door.
checking up on me.
Of course, I was worried about you. I stroke her cheek and she leaves my touch. Gently I tiptoe her face towards me. She gazes with half-lidded eyes and closes them, press my lips against hers. Breathlessly we pull away. She steals another quick kiss and opens the door. Good night. I don't know if I like that answer. The door closes behind me. Turn around and nearly run straight into Leon. Uh-oh. My stomach is not. I try to keep my cool. Ah, hello. He changed into more comfortable clothes, but it doesn't seem like he's gone to bed yet. Is he still doing that?
I'm pretty sure your room is further down the hall.
He cocks his head, green eyes twinkling with amusement. Yep, that's exactly where I'm heading. What are you still doing up? He laughs and crosses his arms.
I woke up and wanted a glass of water. The real question is, what were you doing in my sister's room so late at night?
We're gonna be straight up with this man. There's no point in lying. We didn't do anything wrong. Leon wanted some advice. Leon blinks. I don't think you expect me to be to be so straightforward for my answer.
I see.
His face changed into compassionate, but words smile.
I'm sure everything will work out. My father tends to be a bit stubborn at times, but I know he cares about us.
I nod, not really knowing what to say. I hope he's right. I hope our parents can go a little easier on her in the morning. Leon taps his chin thought.
Still, sneaking around this late at night, someone could get the wrong impression. You should be more careful.
Thanks. Leon's expression's unreadable. I fight the urge to score and force myself to stay calm. I made it through the conversation so far. That's a few more minutes. He finally cocks his phone.
I'm off to bed. Sleep well.
I don't know if I chose the right option with comforting Leanna, but yeah. Alright, you too. He turns away and scrolls the hallways up to his room. I hurry back to my room, closed the door, letting out a deep breath of relief. So glad that's over. Leanna was definitely suspicious. I slip on the cover and crawl into my bed. Maybe it's because I'm running from all stress, but this time sleep finds me quickly. Well, that is a hell of an episode that lasted an hour and 9 minutes, and we are going to continue this. So we're finishing this game tonight, though I'm not exactly happy with the whole room thing, but if you say that you are unsure, you're not really helping, and I don't know how that would go. So I think we made the right decision saying that she should live her life. We're pushing her, we want her to follow her dreams, not the dreams of her family. And I think that's a better...
So you are finishing this game tonight.
Yeah, why not? But the idea behind me choosing the tell her to live her life as she pleases, is because her life completely varies from what she wants, what her parents want to do, and she's happy living their life how it is. So if I don't have an opinion, then it seems like I kind of agree with her parents, and I think it might be better just to put a firm foot down on that point and say, I think you should live how you wish to live, instead of trying to split the hairs and appease everything. Because I think in this situation, fuck it, I don't want to appease her damn parents. Her parents can suck a dick. Mr. Wigglesworth is a dick, and you know what? I'll fucking kill other Pennington dickhole, Edward Pennington, if he wants to, because he knows water. My ass knows wind, water, fire, and earth. And I know how to use a sword. Motherfucker can challenge me. Square the fuck up, Pennington. You'll meet a very swift death by the hands of Tom Thompson. My lady, not yours. Eat my ass. Next episode, let's go. See you guys in the next one.